take it to the coffin, just being honest.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll start on the ground with WeDemBoyz. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action now. Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
That's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Prescott to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Fisher. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with WeDemBoyz. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw is Prescott. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He'll return it from the 6. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Now a play fake. Lance. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to get this down near the 45-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
They'll run with their jack-of-all-trades. It's Deebo Samuel. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, with that continuity.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel from 17 yards out. And the 49ers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. Nick Bosa now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 10.
Watch out now, 50 series. Green back. Hey.
Lance looking to throw it. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, an 11-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
It's taken to the 26. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off of play action, here's Lance. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Niners are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Nick Bosa bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they're going to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away.
It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove, because any guy's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the 49ers will take over possession here up at the 44. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Debo.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's got room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
62 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Right, 97.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Niners are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone.
There he goes left side. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys.
J.K. Dobbins.
75 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to at least get one score back. Chris Nagar now for the extra point.
And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
From the 24, Lance. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
A handoff for Samuel.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Striker, 3-3.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down with a 1st down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Samuel. Kelvin Joseph that time in on the tackle.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
43 rail.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Lance now on 1st down. Returns it right back to Samuel. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point safely through. And the route is on here in this 1st half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right?
And that's caught inside the 35. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Taylor. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
A.J. Epinesa, the one credited for the sack.
And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
Try the right side with Mitchell.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
A first throw here for the backup, Taylor.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now Taylor. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Give running right is Mitchell.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Taylor. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
All right, let's give them a little bit of applause here. Good for them because this has been a defensive nightmare for them thus far. At least they're finally getting a couple of big plays. Won't make the scoreboard of the ride home easier, but one good moment to watch in film next week.
3rd and long, it's Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Off the play fake, Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And there'll be a break in the action here because Prescott is going to use the timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Ask them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there's still something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. He's got a man. Complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
To throw is Taylor. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the 49ers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Taylor.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this.
Touchdown, 49ers! Elijah Mitchell, 49 yards. And the Niners add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 27, Prescott.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And that is incomplete.
Well, big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A first down throw for Prescott. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Let's go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember, and this is just game one of many to come. Sitting next to you, really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know